Kwekwe Temagami First Nation citizens. Miigwech for following my Facebook page. This is just one tool that we've decided to implement in effort to reach out to all of our citizens, far and wide. Remember to check the Temagami First Nation website and Facebook page regularly for additional updates and events. With a heavy heart, I want to send condolences to the families of Ann Potts Bunn and Dennis Paul Bunn. The community has suffered some great loss over the past 6 months. Losing my own mother in July, I understand how hard it is to grieve when you cannot gather with everyone you want to be with due to the restrictions of COVID. We are also approaching shorter days, and our mental health can be challenged. So please do not hesitate to reach out if you feel like you are struggling. Annette's group at the Family Healing and Wellness Center and Wayne's team at the Doreen Potts Health Center work hard in ensuring that we have essential wellness resources available to us. Elders and knowledge keepers and the North Bay Indigenous Hub are other amazing resources for mental health supports. Reach out when you need to. And don't forget that the land provides healing. I encourage you, wherever you are, to get outside as much as you can. Seek solace in a book or seek some enjoyment in art or music. Reach out to your family and friends and any of the wellness resources that I've mentioned. Chief and Council have an exciting virtual information session planned for Sunday, November 29th at 1 p.m. It has been far too long since we've been able to gather, and as we find ourselves in the second wave of this pandemic, we want to take an afternoon to fill you in on all that we've been doing. Some of you may not know those of us in our first term, and we invite you to come and listen in and get an idea of our goals and intentions. You'll need to request a link to the session. So you can do this by emailing megan.douglas@temagamifirstnation.ca. And Megan is spelled MEGAN Douglas, DOUGLAS. And again, that's megan.douglas@temagamifirstnation.ca. Type Zoom info session 1 in the subject title so that we don't miss you. You can also call the TFN receptionist at 705-237-8943, extension 101. We're looking forward to a great turnout in audience members, a ton of important information, and some fun giveaways. So since last I spoke to you, we stood in remembrance in tribute of our veterans, to our Ogimaa, Minawach, Ogimaa Koyok, to those who have been injured in the line of duty, and to all of those who have made the ultimate sacrifice. They stood for Minopamadzwin and sacrificed their future for our future. Their selflessness and courage continue to inspire us today. We also managed to have a great turnout for Halloween. The children showed up outside of the band buildings in their spookiest and silliest costumes and were given individually packaged candy bags in keeping with COVID precautionary measures. Yes, COVID is still top of mind, and it's not going away anytime soon. The First Nation Control Group continues to address policy and procedure in this regard. Bear Island remains under level 3 state of emergency as per our emergency response plan. Within this, the First Nation Control Group has outlined phases that are determined dependent on surrounding COVID case counts. Once your Chief and Council have an opportunity to evaluate the documentation, which is on the agenda for Thursday's council meeting, we'll be able to present the information of that particular phase and all other phases to all of you. We hope to bring a sense of clarity and consistency to residents during these uncertain times. And this document should help to give us all guidelines and direction on behavior surrounding work, school, and social situations. I look forward to sharing that with you after our council meeting. I'm pleased to announce that the Laura Mackenzie Learning Center opened its doors to the students last week in a phased-in approach. They are operating under phase 3 of their pandemic protocols, meaning students are back in class half days in small groups and in a blended learning manner, and also utilizing online learning tools. Happy learning to those young ones, and we're glad that they're back in class. Our food security program has picked up again. The staff at the Family Healing Wellness Center are tasked with ordering and receiving food for island citizens who are social service clients, and also to those citizens who choose to stay on island due to safety concerns. Reach out to Tamara or Alyssa at 705-237-8022, extension 408 or 409 if you're in need and the group hasn't yet been in contact with you. Moreover, here on Bear Island, we're approaching freeze up. We will be in our own seasonal state of isolation. Program trips will be on hold and our quiet little community will be hunkered down safely. Our ice road policy has got a facelift, so I encourage people to familiarize themselves with it as freeze up comes closer. I want to send a shout out to a few Temagami First Nation citizens. Sandra Larone received the 2020 Celebration of Cultural Life Award. She is the Executive and Artistic Director of Red Sky Performance, a leader in contemporary Indigenous performance in Canada and worldwide. You may have seen her on the billboard in Dundas Square last month in Toronto. Congratulations, Sandra. Leslie Hampton, who is a renowned Indigenous fashion designer, released her Fall/Winter 2020 collection and will be showing at the Indigenous Fashion Week later this month. I can't wait to see the collection. And if you haven't heard of her, look her up. She is a force to be reckoned with. And finally, Barbara Larone turned 90 on Sunday, and the family did a drive-by and virtual celebration to honor her safely. Mino Debishkan and Barbara. Finally, I'd like to remind you all to stay diligent. Continue to wash your hands and wear a mask and physically distance yourself. The case counts are climbing in areas all around us. Stay within small social bubbles and take care of each other. If you have not done so, get your flu shot. I will be getting mine tomorrow here at the health clinic. Book your appointment today. All my relations, I wish you good health in the spirit of unity, Wei Wene, Miigwech, and stay safe.